Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the Grille, the Tier 5 German SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Ensk Encounter, and it's under the command of Wazwulf of QU1NN. Well, you don't see many Arty players on the Ensk map with very good reason, I'm afraid. It's not an Arty-friendly map, it's rather small. And that makes it a little more difficult for the Arty to survive, given that he's up against some enemy who will want to end his game as quickly as possible. Well, he's managed to make his way all the way over to the west side of the map, and the little aircraft was seen flying over, so now he's getting ready to shoot. We're looking at a BT-7 over in the yards. Let's see if he can get a shot on him. Well, he fired. Unfortunately, the BT-7 managed to move out of the way. BT stands for Booster Tanky, which means fast tank, so that's why he managed to get out of the way. The standard reload, 22.53 seconds, and Wazwulf has got 19.28. He's ready to shoot, fires blind, and looks away, so he doesn't get to see if he hit the target or not, because he's no idea if the shell did or not. And he certainly won't have an idea now that he's looked away. Yeah, you don't look away when you shoot, Wazwulf. If you do that, that gets your video disqualified. Okay, well, the enemy Arty's been spotted. It's an AMX-13AM, and he's dialed in, rounds out, and he does get a hit for 131. But this Arty has 315 hit points of health, so you're going to have to keep going before you can get that guy wiped out. He's dialing in. Oh, no, that guy's gone. That was the Type T-34, and he went. There's the Hetzer. Now, he might have actually hit that guy with his previous shot, but that's going to miss. And I could tell you that straight away because he wasn't fully dialed in, and the shell wasn't going to go anywhere near the target, I'm afraid. You'd be very, very lucky for a shell to land on a target when it's not dialed in. He's been spotted. Somebody on the enemy team saw him, and I suspect it's that T-14 just the other side of the building. But, well, we'll have to wait and see who gets to him first. Once the enemy knows he's here, they will probably try and counter-battery him. There's an AMX CLC up in the north. He's using the wreck for cover, but if we can get this dialed in, we should be able to get a hit on him. It's almost fully dialed in. Rounds out. And he does get him. There, you see, it does help if you dial in on target. But sadly, there is an enemy tank getting closer and closer. It's a Panther Die Aslains J, and there's also that T-14. And we're not loaded yet, but we will be momentarily. Okay, a 15-centimeter howitzer, capable of doing 480 output, if I remember correctly. Yes! And he got a shotgun on the T-14 for 204 hit points. But he's going to have to make his way out of there quick, because the enemy now knows he's here, and he's just shotgunned one of their teammates, and they're not going to be too happy about that. He's actually trying to dial in on the Panther Die Aslains J over there. Oh, he's taken a hit, but it's the M5 who's hit him, and from this position, he can do that to him. Yes, he shotgunned him at close range. Shall we see that one again? Because he came out into aim mode just at the moment. He should have actually stayed watching what was going on with his oh, there he comes, there's the Stuart. Should have stayed watching in shotgun mode. Well, he backs up to block the Stuart, and yes, that's pretty fatal. But unfortunately, we did take 3 hits from the M5A1 Stuart, and that's depleted our hit points a little. But not so much that we can't still shotgun the enemy. Somewhere over there is a Panther Die Aslains J, and I think that Wazwulf has got so upset, his blood's up, and he wants another death. He wants that Panther Die Aslains J. Come to me. Oh, look. And he shotguns him too, but he doesn't kill him, but somebody else does. So that's 3 kills that Wazwulf's got already, and they're all in shotgun mode. Yes, well, not 3 kills. He's only got 2 kills on the well, he's got 3 kills on the board. one of them was an Arty shot, admittedly, but it was a good Arty shot at long range. Okay, Stugfir. Now, he appears to be still there, and I think he is still there, actually. I'm pretty sure that was near him. There's only 3 enemy tanks left. He could go after another one. He's doing the right thing, though. He's staying where he is for the moment because he can actually get a dialed-in shot on the enemy and finish them off at long range. T6 medium tried to hide behind the house, shoot through the arches. Almost fully dialed in, and rounds out. Yes, 91 hit points, stunned. And that guy just went down, so that's another kill that Wazwulf has contributed to. The Stugfir goes, and that is the end of the game. So a successful game for Wazwulf. You know, it's so rare to see a really good competitive game for an Arty on the Ensk map, but we've got one here for Wazwulf. He got a second-class tanker out of that game, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 6. And he got a Starks medal. Yes, he killed at least 2 enemy tanks, received at least 2 shots from the enemy, potentially lost 2/3 of his hit points in the process, and was still alive at the end of the game. His win rate in that game, 2,478, which is Unicum standard. So, yeah, a very good game. He said, Grille shotgun heaven. It certainly was. It was very funny when he drove over to get that Panzer III Aslains J. That guy probably thought, oh, I've got an easy kill here. No, not at all. Actually, a very easy death for a tank, especially a light tank when it gets faced with a 15-centimeter howitzer round. The highest damage in that game went to the T-34 on our team with 1,345. Second highest damage actually went to the Matilda, 1,258. And the third highest damage went to the KV1 on our team, who, it wasn't actually, it was the T6 medium on the enemy team. That was one of the tanks he hit. 1,058 hit points of damage went to that guy. We can see that Wazwulf got 936, which means only one player on the enemy team actually managed to get a higher score than he did, which puts him in 5th place when it comes to damage at 936. But when it comes to kills, look at this. He shares the lead because he got 3 kills. So did the T-34 Matilda. And then in joint 2nd place, we've got the Leopard, the Panzer IV Aslains H on his own team. And on the enemy team, their Panzer III Aslains J, who's hiding himself from Wazwulf for a certain time. The Su-85B on the enemy team. So, yes, tops when it comes to kills. But when it came to base XP, he's down in 4th place. But 607 is still a good score because the highest score, the Matilda, only got 763. 733 went to the T-34, 732 went to the Leopard, and then we've got Wazwulf in 4th. He fired 10 rounds in the entire game, got 4 direct hits on the enemy and 8 splashes, damage of 936 hit points, of which 517 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see a fair amount of damage done at close range. 4 hits received from the enemy, all 4 were penetrations, I'm afraid. But he did get 7 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed, and 167 hit points of stun assistance and 5 stuns in that game. On a premium count, he actually made a profit of 82,870 credits from that game. He got a 65,000 mission completion bonus, which certainly helped. But he also picked up 1,821 experience points out of that one as well. It was funny because, you see, this Arty is very, very capable at close range against the enemy, and they really should be more careful because basically it's based on the Hetzer chassis. So it is actually quite tough. Although it's a light tank in its own right, it's a very tough little light tank, and it actually is capable with that big gun of wiping out enemy tanks with just one shot. They made 282 of these between 1943 and 1944, and the Germans did use them in Russia. But unfortunately, that's all they made. But it's still a good Arty, whichever way you play it. And in fact, I do play it occasionally because it actually takes some skill to actually fight this Arty in that very narrow 5 degrees either side arc. So only 10 degrees of arc, which means every time you change your target, you're effectively inviting a huge reticle bloom to actually dial in again. But it was a fun game, so well done to Wazwulf. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.